Hello guys and welcome back to another video. Today we're building Zygerria, the slave planet from Star Wars The Clone Wars. And what you see here is the entry gate. I want to include this on the left side of the mock, and the rest is going to be buildings and all other kinds of cages and stuff. But to start off, I used some light bluish gray plates to lay out the basic shape for the freeform base. And how that turns out we're going to see in a second. Alright, and here we have it, the finished terrain. It just uses a bunch of different slopes, wedges, and it's mostly built of dark tan and olive green. But to finish it off, I used some more tiles, plates, and all different kinds of wedges to give it a more natural terrainy feel. And yeah, this is where the gate's gonna go, and then we have these walls to indicate where the house is gonna be. But yeah, let's start with the gate now. The gate is built using these dark blue archways, and they're on jumper plates to give it a more interesting feel, I thought, because like, why not? And they include these plates underneath and also some snot bricks with tiles and different kinds of detail pieces. I also used some dark turquoise to give it, yeah, some more detail, I don't know, like worn down look. Zygerria is not the most worn down place in Star Wars, but it's also not the cleanest, so I think this gives it a nice, yeah, mixture of both. After that, I wanted to include some more details on top of the archway, and the Zygerrian architecture has all these, yeah, triangular shapes and details to it, so I just used these wedge plates, wedge tiles actually, and I think they give it a kind of, yeah, oriental look or almost. But yeah, that's what you see in the show, so that's what I tried to accomplish here. Also, these little pillars on top are made with medium nougat wedge plates, and they connect to both sides of these snot bricks, and that makes it, yeah, have the same look from both sides basically. And I think it's a quite cool technique. But yeah, this is the finished gate. I also added these slopes on the outside and a bunch of plates, since I don't have a lot of dark blue bricks. So yeah, this is what I came up with, and that's the finished gate. I know it doesn't make much sense to add all the details just yet, but sometimes when I build I just get carried away by them, and that was the case here as well. I used two books opposite of each other with a snot brick in the inside, and that made me this little crate here. But yeah, I think it's time to start with the main building now, so let's go into it. This is the door design I came up with, and the main building is going to be in dark orange, that's why the border is that color, but the inside of the door is going to be yellow, and it just uses these clip and bar pieces on the back of a headlight brick to give it a more detailed look. Also kind of battle damaged and worn down, but yeah, the door is 5 studs wide, so I had to come up with a solution for that. And I just used these snot bricks on the insides of these plates on the back, and they connect perfectly to the middle of the plates, so that way I can place the door in between two studs. And yeah, the gap is 4 studs wide and the door is 3, so that gives it a nice offset. After that, I included some more details, as Salacious B. Crumb, this cage and crate underneath, also some golden details and these yellow fruits, this overhang. But yeah, then I just scrapped it all because I wasn't really happy with the building itself, and came up with this version. The concept art you see here is kind of what I based my version off of, and the last one just had way too much light bluish gray in my opinion, and this one just in general looks a whole lot cleaner. It has more dark orange, more detailed walls as well, and the light bluish gray pillars are not as prominent anymore. Also, I removed the overhang because I think it was just a bit too destroyed and apocalyptic looking, and yeah, that's the new version I came up with. But yeah, now it was time to start adding more details since I got carried away again. And yeah, I added this first slave here in a big cage. And this Twi'lek is just from Jabba's palace from a few years ago. And also added more details in this corner, as well as this back wall with some sand blue details. And I think it's coming together quite nicely overall. I also added this pipe thingy that looks pretty Star Warsy in my opinion. And yeah, all these details give it a more cohesive look, and I think it's starting to come out quite nicely. Now it was time to add the second floor, and I added an overhang again. Also, the floor is made with medium nougat and these medium tan pieces to give it some details. But yeah, this is just the snot wall for the front, so let's finish the upper floor. Okay, the building is finished now. I included these, battle damage parts here that fell off the building, because I think it just gives it a little bit more detail. The roof is done as well. It just uses these door handles in grill pieces for some detail. Also some more pipes and all kinds of different things on the roof. I added another pipe as well, another light bluish gray one. And yeah, then I added these apocalyptic banners here back, because I think they didn't make for a good overhang, but they make for some cool cloth pieces that hang down from over the street. And yeah, this is just held in place by these little studs with a hole inside on a flex tube, and that connects to this bar and on the other side as well. So yeah, this is the overall look. Now it's time to add some more details, add some plants on the roof, add some plants on the floor, add some more details in general, and yeah. Before we'll get to the final pictures, let's have a look at the minifigures. And first we have R2-D2, who I gave this third leg to. It just uses the bar piece with a stud on the underside, and that connects to his body, and so that he has a third leg to roll around on, just like he does in the show. The next minifigure we have is Ahsoka Tano. She's in her slave outfit from Zygerria. And yeah, on the start of the episode she has this poncho thing all over her body, so I tried to replicate this with this Lego poncho. Underneath she has this blue dress, which I tried to emulate, but that's just the young Boba torso with the Indian Spider-Man legs, but I think it works quite well for this occasion. Next we have Anakin Skywalker. He's in his slaver outfit, just uses the Gungan torso with Plo Koon's legs. And the arm with a black underneath is just to represent his prosthetic arm. And yeah, that's from the Dungeons & Dragons minifigure. The last minifigure we have is this Zygerrian slaver. It just uses the same torso and legs as Anakin, just with golden arms to give it some more variety. And he has this golden helmet, this whip piece, and his head is just from Werewolf by Night. And this whip piece is made by using these old flame pieces that can clip into the holes of each other. So that gives it some kind of light whip vibe, I think. But yeah, let's take a look at the final pictures now.